The colder she acts, the harder she's trying to protect her heart from you. So many women push away good men, and these men just accept it without understanding. She becomes distant, stops responding. You think it's over. Listen, you're missing everything. I'm revealing 12 psychological signs that show she's missing you more than she'll admit. I promise you'll gain clarity and strength like never before. You'll know exactly how to respond while maintaining your value. The final revelation? The one thing she desperately wants to see from you. And it's the opposite of chasing her. Before we dive in, know this. You're a man of value who deserves genuine connection. That mindset attracts the right energy. If this resonates, comment below. I choose respect and strength. Now let's begin. Sign number 1. She reaches out, but never directly. Here's something that'll shift your entire perspective. When she finally breaks silence after weeks, she's been battling with herself every single day before that moment. You'll stop questioning your worth every time your phone stays silent. You'll recognize the pattern and reclaim your peace. She sends a casual text. Hey, I saw something that reminded me of you, or how have you been? Looks innocent, feels random. But here's the truth most men miss. She's been staring at that message for 20 minutes, deleting and rewriting it. She's terrified, not of you, but of being vulnerable. Women are conditioned from childhood to protect their hearts, to never appear too eager, to maintain composure. So when she reaches out, she's already crossed a massive internal barrier you'll never see. That casual text took her more courage than you'll ever know. She's not playing games with you. She's playing them with herself. Part of her misses the connection you had. Part of her is scared of getting hurt again. She's testing, not to control you, but to see if it's safe to let you back in, even just conversationally. This isn't about control. It's about fear. She's wondering, does he still care? Did I matter? Was it real? And she's hoping your response will give her answers without her having to expose herself completely. That's human. That's vulnerable. You're not crazy for analyzing that text. Your instincts are right. It means something. But here's your power. You don't have to respond immediately. You don't have to match her energy. Take your time. Respond with dignity, not desperation. Understanding her doesn't mean you owe her anything. Your healing is more important than her closure. And remember, whether she's reaching out or not doesn't define your value. You're worthy of genuine connection, not breadcrumbs. Focus on becoming the man who attracts consistency, not confusion. If this is opening your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe to Psychology for Life. Your support means everything. Now let's talk about what she does on social media when she's missing you. Sign number 2. Her social media behavior completely changes. Watch this. The moment you go quiet, her online activity spikes. And no, it's not because she's moved on. You'll stop torturing yourself scrolling through her posts. You'll see the pattern for what it is, uncertainty, not indifference. Suddenly, she's posting more. Better photos, cryptic captions, everything happens for a reason. Song lyrics that feel directed at you, stories showing her living her best life, maybe even a photo with another guy, strategically casual. Your gut twists. You wonder if she's already moved on. But here's what's really happening. She's performing, not for the world, for you. She wants to know if you're watching, if you still care. Her best life performance is proof she's not living her best life. She's not over you. She's trying to convince herself she is. Every post is a test. She's hoping you'll react, comment, reach out, and if you don't, it eats at her. Because deep down, she's asking herself, does he even notice? Am I already forgotten? This isn't cruelty. It's insecurity masked as confidence. She's been hurt before too. Maybe by you, maybe by someone else. So she protects herself by creating this illusion of being unbothered. But the effort itself reveals the truth. She's anything but unbothered. Don't take the bait. Don't let her posts control your emotional state. Unfollow if you need to. That's not weakness. That's self-respect. Your healing matters more than monitoring her life. You can see her pain without absorbing it as your responsibility. Focus your energy on building something real, your goals, your health, your peace. When you stop reacting to her performance, you reclaim your power. And ironically, that's when she notices most. Not because you're playing games, but because you've genuinely moved your focus to what matters, you. Sign number 3. She asks about you through mutual friends. Here's where it gets fascinating. She won't ask you directly, but she's definitely asking about you. You'll understand that silence doesn't equal indifference. She's thinking about you, just from a safe distance. Your mutual friend casually mentions she was asking how you've been. It seems innocent, but it's calculated curiosity. She wants to know, is he struggling without me? Is he seeing someone? Does he mention me? She's gathering intel without exposing herself, and she's hoping to hear that you're still affected, still thinking about her, because that would mean she still matters. That would mean the connection was real, not just in her head. She's asking about you because silence hurts more than answers. She's not being sneaky, she's being human. We all want to know if we mattered to someone we cared about. She's asking because part of her hopes you're okay, and part of her hopes you're not completely okay. That's the contradiction of human emotion after a breakup. She's processing her own feelings by trying to understand yours. It doesn't mean she wants to get back together. It means she's still processing the loss, and loss takes time, for everyone. If friends report back to you, don't perform for her through them. Be honest. I'm focusing on myself right now. That's not closure for her. It's clarity for you. You don't owe her updates on your emotional state. Compassion doesn't require you to sacrifice your peace. What matters is that you're genuinely doing the work to heal and grow. Hit the gym. Pursue that project. Invest in friendships. Build a life so fulfilling that her curiosity becomes irrelevant to your happiness. Sign number 4. She suddenly shows up where you are. Now this one will blow your mind. Those coincidental run-ins, not coincidental at all. You'll stop being caught off guard and start recognizing intentional patterns. She knows your routine, your gym, your coffee spot, the bar you frequent on Fridays, and suddenly she's there. "Oh, wow, I didn't expect to see you here," she says, looking effortlessly put together. She acts surprised, but she's been planning this moment. She wanted to put herself in your line of sight, to remind you what you had, to see if you still react to seeing her. It's deliberate, even if she'd never admit it. Coincidence is just intention wearing a mask. It's not about ego or games, it's about unfinished business in her heart. She's not ready to reach out directly, but she's not ready to let go either. So she creates these accidental moments, hoping they'll spark something. Maybe a conversation, maybe a memory, maybe a sign that you still care. She's testing the waters without diving in. And honestly, she's probably just as nervous as you are in that moment. Her heart's racing too, wondering how you'll respond. Stay grounded, be polite, be cordial, but don't let it derail your peace. You can acknowledge her without giving her power over your emotional state. Protecting your peace isn't cruelty, it's survival. A simple good to see you and moving on shows more strength than ignoring her or overcompensating with coldness. You're not trying to hurt her or win her back. You're simply maintaining your dignity. And that quiet confidence, that's what truly makes an impression, not on her, but on yourself. Sign number 5. She drops hints of regret. Listen carefully. When a woman starts expressing regret, she's at a turning point internally. You'll recognize genuine reflection versus temporary emotion, and that discernment protects your heart. She posts something vague. Sometimes you don't realize what you had until it's gone. Or she texts you directly. "I've been thinking, I could have handled things better." Maybe she apologizes for something specific, something that's been weighing on her. These aren't random thoughts. She's been sitting with regret, replaying moments, wondering if she made a mistake. The fact that she's voicing it means she's been feeling it for a while. Regret only visits when you realize what you had wasn't replaceable. Regret is uncomfortable. It forces us to confront our choices, our pride, our fear. When she expresses this, she's wrestling with vulnerability. Part of her wants you to reassure her. "It's okay. I understand." Part of her wants you to fight for her. "Let's try again." But here's the thing. Her regret doesn't obligate you to anything. She's processing her emotions, which is healthy, but your healing isn't dependent on accepting her apology or giving her another chance. Her journey is hers. Yours is yours. Ask yourself, is this genuine growth or temporary guilt? Has she actually changed, Or does she just miss what you provided? Understanding her regret doesn't mean you owe her another chance. You deserve someone who chooses you clearly, not someone who only realizes your value after losing you. It's okay to acknowledge her regret without reopening the door. It's okay to say, I appreciate you saying that, but I'm focused on moving forward. That's not coldness. That's self-respect. And self-respect is the foundation of everything good that's coming your way. But it doesn't stop there. Watch what happens next. Sign number 6. She monitors your life closely. Here's something most men don't realize. She's watching you more closely than you're watching her. Understanding this frees you from performing for her attention. You start living for yourself, genuinely. She's the first to view your stories. She notices when you post something new within minutes. She knows details about your life that she could only know from careful observation. She might even mention something she saw online weeks ago, revealing she's been keeping tabs. This isn't harmful behavior. It's attachment she hasn't fully released yet. Your life became the movie she can't stop watching. She tells herself she's just curious, just scrolling. But the truth is deeper. She's checking to see if you're okay without her, if you're thriving, if you've moved on. Every photo you post, she analyzes. Every caption, she interprets. She's looking for signs that you miss her, that you're struggling, or worse, that you're completely fine. Both answers terrify her in different ways, because if you're suffering, she feels guilty. If you're thriving, she wonders if she ever mattered at all. Live your life authentically, not as a performance for her consumption. Post what brings you joy, not what you think will make her jealous. Your value doesn't increase because she finally sees it. Your genuine happiness is magnetic, not just to her, but to the right people who will enter your life. When you stop living for her reaction and start living for your own fulfillment, everything shifts. That's when you become truly unreachable emotionally. And that's when real healing begins. Sign number 7. She gets defensive or emotional around you. This one catches men off guard every time. Her sudden emotional reactions reveal everything. Strong reactions mean strong feelings. Indifference is quiet. Unresolved emotion is loud. If you do interact, she might get unexpectedly defensive, snappy, or emotional over small things. She overreacts to a casual comment. She seems irritated by your presence, even angry. You think, she must really dislike me now, but that's not what's happening. Strong negative emotion is still strong emotion. If she didn't care, she'd be neutral, unbothered. If she didn't care, she wouldn't react. Indifference is silent. Her defensiveness is self-protection. She's guarding a heart that still feels something, and the only way she knows how to protect it is to push you away harder. She's angry, maybe at you, maybe at herself, maybe at the situation. But anger is often just hurt in disguise. She's not indifferent, she's overwhelmed. And that overflow of emotion, it's proof she's still processing what happened between you. Healed people don't react intensely to their past. People still healing do. Don't match her energy. Don't escalate. Stay calm, stay kind, stay boundaried. Her struggle is real, but it's not yours to fix anymore. You can hold space for her emotion without absorbing it. I understand this is difficult is enough. You don't need to fix her feelings or defend yourself aggressively. Your steady presence in the face of her storm shows more strength than any argument ever could, and it gives her what she actually needs: safety to feel without judgment. That's leadership. That's emotional maturity, and here's where it gets even more revealing. Sign number 8, she compares every new connection to you. Here's the pattern women rarely admit. You become the measuring stick for everyone after you. Knowing this helps you release the fear of being replaced. You left an imprint that doesn't fade easily. She tries moving on. She talks to new people, maybe even goes on dates. But nothing feels right. Every conversation feels shallow compared to what you had. Every connection feels forced. She finds herself mentally comparing. He doesn't get me like he did. This doesn't feel natural. The new guy might be perfectly fine, but he's not you. You became the standard no one else can reach. This is when regret deepens. She starts understanding what she lost, not just you as a person, but the specific connection you shared. She realizes chemistry isn't common. Real understanding is rare. She thought she could find it again easily, but the search proves otherwise, and that's a painful lesson. It's humbling. It forces her to confront, maybe I took something special for granted. This isn't about you being perfect. It's about the unique bond you had being irreplaceable. Don't take satisfaction in her struggle. That's ego, not healing. Instead, recognize that what you offered was real and valuable. That's confirmation of your capacity for deep connection. You don't need her to realize what she lost to know what you offered. The right person will appreciate that from the start, not in hindsight. Let her comparisons be her lesson, not your validation. You don't need her regret to prove your worth. Your worth exists independently. Focus on finding someone who recognizes it immediately, not eventually. If you thought that was telling, wait until you see this. Sign number 9. She tries making you jealous. When she starts posting about other guys, she's not showing you she's moved on. She's showing you she's still playing the game. Real indifference doesn't perform. If she's trying to make you react, you still matter to her. Pictures with another guy, mentions of dates, flirting where you can see. It's strategic visibility. She's hoping you'll see it, hoping it'll spark jealousy, hoping you'll reach out. I can't believe she moved on so fast, you think. But fast movement isn't real movement. It's distraction. It's a band-aid. It's her way of testing if you still care. Real healing doesn't need an audience. She's not doing this from a place of happiness. She's doing it from hurt or insecurity. She wants you to feel what she felt, replaced, forgotten, unimportant. Or she wants to prove to herself that she's desirable, that losing you doesn't diminish her value. But here's the reality. People who've genuinely moved on don't need to prove it publicly. They just live their lives quietly. Her performance reveals her preoccupation. She's still emotionally tethered to your reaction. Don't give her the reaction she's fishing for. Don't text in anger. Don't post your own retaliation. That just confirms you're both stuck in the same immature cycle. The best revenge isn't making her regret. It's becoming someone you respect. Instead, genuinely let it go. Focus on your own life so completely that her tactics become background noise. When you're truly unbothered, not performing unbothered, but genuinely at peace, that's when you've won. Not over her, over the situation, over the pain. That's freedom. Now this next one, this is where most men completely miss it. Sign number 10. She reaches out directly, finally. After all the indirect signs, when she finally reaches out directly, everything changes. She's broken. Not in a weak way, in a vulnerable way. She's chosen honesty over pride. The text comes unexpectedly. Hey, can we talk? Or I miss you. Direct, clear, no more games. She's exhausted from the dance, from pretending, from wondering. This is her white flag. She's swallowing her pride, risking rejection, hoping you'll meet her vulnerability with understanding. This took courage, more than you might realize. When pride finally breaks, truth walks through the door. She's been wrestling with this decision for weeks, maybe months. Every time she picked up the phone, fear stopped her. What if he rejects me? What if he's moved on? What if I humiliate myself? But the missing you became stronger than the fear. So she took the leap. This doesn't mean she's weak. It means she's brave enough to admit she still cares. Whether you reciprocate or not, that vulnerability deserves respect. She's being real when being real is terrifying. This is your crossroads. You get to decide, do you want to explore this again, or are you genuinely done? Don't decide from ego or revenge. Don't decide from loneliness or nostalgia. Decide from clarity about what you truly want for your future. Missing someone doesn't mean you should go back. If you're open to conversation, approach it with honesty and boundaries. If you're not, communicate that with kindness. Either way, make your choice from strength, not reaction. You owe yourself that clarity. Sign number 11. She opens up about being unhappy. When she starts admitting unhappiness, she's telling you something deeper than words. Happiness isn't something you can provide for someone else, but understanding this helps you avoid false guilt. She hints or directly states, I haven't been myself lately. Things haven't been great. She might share struggles, vulnerabilities, moments of sadness. She's letting the facade drop. The I'm thriving without you narrative crumbles. She's showing you the real her, the one who's struggling, uncertain, not okay. Pain shared is connection requested. She's not necessarily blaming you for her unhappiness, but she's hoping you'll care that she's hurting. She might be hoping you'll step in, comfort her, remind her of the good times, or maybe she just needs to be honest because pretending is exhausting. Either way, this vulnerability is significant. She's trusting you with her pain even after everything. That trust doesn't disappear easily. She's showing you she still sees you as someone safe, someone who might understand. You can acknowledge her pain without taking responsibility for fixing it. "I'm sorry you're going through that" is enough. You're allowed to care about her and still choose yourself. You can care about her well-being without re-entering a relationship that didn't serve you. This is where emotional maturity shines, holding space for someone's humanity while maintaining your boundaries. She's responsible for her own happiness, just as you're responsible for yours. Compassion doesn't require sacrifice of your peace. Remember that. And the final sign. This is the most telling one. Sign number 12. She's lost in nostalgia, living in your shared past. This is the final and most telling sign, when she can't stop revisiting your history together. The past feels safer than the present. She's clinging to what was because what is doesn't measure up. She brings up old memories constantly. Remember when She looks through old photos. She revisits places you went together. She listens to songs that remind her of you. She's trapped in a time capsule, replaying the good moments on loop. The present can't compete with the nostalgia she's built around your relationship. Every corner of her life triggers a memory of you. She's drowning in yesterday. Nostalgia is the heart's last attempt to rewrite the ending. Nostalgia is powerful. It edits out the bad and highlights the good. She's romanticizing what you had, maybe even beyond what it actually was. She's forgotten the reasons it ended and remembering only the reasons it started. This isn't necessarily about you specifically. It's about her inability to let go of what felt safe, familiar, comfortable. Moving forward means accepting loss, accepting change, and that's terrifying. So she retreats into memories where everything was certain, where you were hers and she was yours. You can't live in her nostalgia with her. You have to keep moving forward. Her attachment to the past doesn't obligate you to recreate it. Just because she regrets it now doesn't erase why it ended. Be grateful for what was, but don't let it trap you. The memories were real. The connection was real, but that chapter is closed. You're writing new chapters now, chapters where you're becoming stronger, wiser, more whole. Let her hold on to yesterday while you build tomorrow. That's not cruelty. That's survival. That's growth. That's choosing yourself. Listen, whether she misses you or not, that's not the question that matters anymore. The real question is, who are you becoming in her absence? You've been through pain. I see it. Your questions are valid. Your feelings are real. But here's what I want you to understand. Your worth isn't tied to her recognition of it. Maybe she does miss you. Maybe every single sign I mentioned is showing up in your life. Maybe she's suffering without you, or maybe she's not. Either way, you're going to be okay. Better than okay. Because the strongest thing you can do right now isn't chasing her or making her regret losing you. It's building a life so fulfilling that her absence becomes irrelevant to your happiness. Hit the gym. Not for her, for you. Pursue your goals. Not to prove anything, but to become everything. Build genuine connections. Not to replace her, but to expand your capacity for love. Do one thing today that makes you proud of yourself. Just one. That's where your power lives. The closure you're seeking isn't in her words. It's in your actions moving forward. Let her miss you. You focus on not missing who you used to be. Your comeback isn't about her coming back. It's about you coming back to yourself. If this message resonated, subscribe to Psychology for Life. We're building a community of men who understand that real strength comes from self-mastery, not control over others. Drop a comment and let me know which sign hit home for you. You've got this. Now go show yourself what you're capable of.